let's cure politics. It's true. Disgraced gay George Santos announces he's running for Congress again. Former U.S. Congressman George Santos has shocked the political arena by announcing his bid for Congress. He is breaking his earlier promise to step away from politics. During President Joe Biden's State of the Union address, Santos declared his intention to challenge Republican Nick LaLota in New York's 1st Congressional District. In a fiery statement on X, Santos accused LaLota of being a RINO and vowed to bring true conservative representation back to New York. RINO is an acronym for Republican in name only. This announcement comes despite Santos's expulsion from the House of Representatives for alleged misconduct and representation of his background. Santos, a gay Republican, faces intense scrutiny for his past actions, including accusations of defrauding donors and misusing campaign funds for personal expenses, including buying luxury items and OnlyFans subscriptions. LaLota, who led the effort to expel Santos, has pledged to hold him accountable and ensure justice is served. In a post written on X in response to the announcement by Santos, LaLota says, quote, to raise the standard in Congress and to hold a pathological liar who stole an election accountable, I led the charge to expel George Santos. If finishing the job requires beating him in a primary, count me in, unquote. Despite facing multiple felony charges and a trial scheduled for September 9th, which is after the primary, Santos remains undeterred in his bid for Congress. If convicted, Santos will have to face a maximum of 22 years in prison. I don't even know where to begin with this. It just it blows my mind. And the fact that he thinks that he can win a second term in New York is outrageous. Yeah. It's crazy. And
he's nuts.
He is nuts. And he lied through the whole first thing. He's got nothing to stand on.
Yeah.
He's got nothing that he can say, I can prove all these statements wrong. Everything was proven that he is certifiably nuts. And it just, it just makes me crazy, and it's just a state of our political situation right now.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can even be allowed to run. I mean, he's been thrown out by his peers.
It's insane. But to your point, Glenn, the fact that he thinks that he's going to win on Long Island, despite Long Island having some conservative parts, people are rational though. People are a little bit rational, a little bit more rational on Long Island. I lived there. I lived in Port Jeff for a little while, and so people tend to be a little bit more rational in things like this. I don't think it's any way possible for him to actually win this. I mean, people will hold what he did. He lied. You're a big freaking liar.
He's a huge liar. Let's think about all the lies he said. He said he had family members that died in 9/11. He said he was Jewish. He started a GoFundMe for a dog that didn't exist that supposedly was sick. I mean, he has lied and lied and lied.
Drag queen. No, joking.
You can't fool New Yorkers like that.
Right,
the first time they had no reason to not believe him, and he sounded plausible. But now he's completely implausible, and he's been outed by his contemporaries. I mean, to be outed by the Republicans is a big deal. They don't let you go.
They don't usually turn on their own.
They don't
so is he like a glutton for punishment then, that he's going to do this?
No, look, somebody needs to tell him. I mean, he started that GoFundMe, but clearly he needs to make more use of it, because he does not need to run for office again to get people to donate to his OnlyFans and Botox. He could just start up a GoFundMe and be good from there.
Well, and but he's also making a living off his cameos. You guys have heard of that. People are asking him hey, tell my friend that he can make it to college, and he'll do a video for them for a couple $100.
He did one for a furry too. It was
it's just a big narcissist. He's a big narcissist.
And at the end of the day, think about this, okay? Trump, he's got all these charges against him. He owes all these people money, and yet they're still allowing him to run for president.
Exactly.
So
why not
Santos? Right?
Why not Santos? Right.
I mean, really, compare the two. Yeah, Santos is the lesser of two crazies.
I predict in 2028 is going to be the DeSantis-Santos ticket from what's left of the GOP.
Bite your tongue.